also had a sign, but I have no idea.
Hello, what's up? क्या हाल है?
Apologize, we didn't capture it in glorious 4K.
I know, but it finally happened. They fist bumped. You know, there's some good friendly banter down there now. This is what we want to see.
Yes.
They're embracing it.
चलो guys, time पे हम लोग time पे.
Today for both of these teams, first seed in the Alpha group, seemingly on the line. Both teams 2-0. Want to get that big win to put themselves well ahead of the other coming into the home stretch for the playoffs. Get that extra little oomph, that little extra cushion going into the playoffs. So I mean, a lot could go down here. Fracture, pretty interesting. This is kind of the map that I expected KRX to lean into for this series. So if Ross thinks he has something cooked up, he always does. So we'll have to wait and see, because he was pretty confident about this. Well, when he was talking to me backstage.
Of course he is. Well, let's see if that confidence is going to be backed up by the players on stage. It's now in their hands, as both teams are going to be wanting this more than anything, not just because of the rivalry, but like you said, that potential first-placed finish in the group on the line.
And this is...
Reset the tracker!
Yeah, reset it. It happened today. We can go back to no fist bump accidents in Pacifics.
I will interrogate every member of the audience to see if somebody has a video.
I hope somebody does. Somebody's got to put it out there for us. I wish I would have had some advanced warning that it was going to happen. I would have just recorded it from up here, but...
Guys, game शुरू होने वाला है, रुको एक second.
They got to be all secrety hush-hush. By the way, the last two times these coaches squared off in this map last year went to OT.
भाई ऑटम पहला ही मार दिया यूनबिन को.
Dead off the rip. There at bench, and that very much stops the entire scale.
Game चालू नहीं हुआ है. We got the first frag. Let's go, man.
As well. Still do have that second duelist, of course, with Fring on the neon, but this does limit a lot of KRX's options. The group force their way in.
Okay, I've got a picture of what the sign said that Termi was holding up.
Okay.
It just said, "I like you," and had a heart.
Okay.
Adorable. I think we're finally, world peace is going to be achieved here.
Could be. Oh, yep, we have the photo up on our monitors. We'll ask
भाई साहब.
Utilize that on the
Okay,
analyst
अभी भी kind of spawn पे फंसा. Let's go, Patman. एक करके नहीं. Nice double peek.
Will not come up with this. Yudotan is able to claim his life. So, two players remaining.
A, I see.
They will be pushing their way forward here onto the A site. So can get the
Site मिल जाएगी.
Shot goes through to buy a little bit of time, but a 2v4. A rough position to be in.
Plant हो जाएगा, but 4v2 है and एक stun है और एक अच्छा paint shield भी available है. utils तो है retake के लिए, easy retake है. It might be a easy retake. Spot भी हो गया. Stun भी दिया. ओए! Nice. अलग नहीं रे. Nice.
Survives with 2.
2 HP.
But no cigar. Global Esports will find the opening pistol.
That's foreshadowing of what is to come in this match.
भाई साहब.
Great starts for GE, just winning a couple contact battles around the map.
But एक करके peek करोगे, this is not good जी. ये DRX है, actually KRX है.
Freeing and Bane give them a real hope into this. That was a nice little trap play they had set up there. Flushing Young into a bad position where there was a crossfire. Just couldn't really do much. So the other thing I want to talk about here is just the deadlock in play, which is something obviously is a Frost special.
90 मारा उसने, 3 body दिया.
Likes this agent, especially in this meta as an anti-neon thing. But I think on this map, it's pretty interesting that you would still go for it. It's a little bit trickier, I think, to cover some of that space with the deadlock utility.
और वो टालिया.
Kind of keeping my eyes out for, you know, where the sonic sensor is going to be placed. How is he going to be thinking about, you know, when to use that grab net? Are there going to be any combos?
I need a kerchief or something. नाक की वाट लग जाती है मेरी एलर्जी की वजह से. क्या हुआ ये? भाई ठीक है, 2 बंदों को तुमने लो किया है, एक 65 पे एक 35 पे, बट आगे चले जाना, पोस्ट प्लांट पे आना. It's a bad thing.
Bane comes up with another kill. He's going to have a rolling thunder. Flash coming through, just able to strafe his way back over into halls. Still holding on to that util. Skill forward once again going to be slowed down, but KRX
सब main चले गए.
difficult to try to fight their way back into this one. The Molly's going to be layered forward, cutting off Hyunmin for the moment.
सब kind of main चले गए.
Open up the defuse, not being stuck quite just yet. Spam has stayed global esports here for the moment. Hyunmin able to find one. That's another paint shell online. He's going to try to layer it in. Believe he sent it over. And there's the spam coming through. The diffuser now
NT.
killed off Mako. Looking to try to get this one over the line. As Young
5 मार दिए पर 5 मारने का फायदा क्या हुआ?
Thrifty from KRX.
This is really nice stuff from both.
भाई बहुत गलत गेम हुआ पता है?
In particular, able to avoid that sonic sensor, able to get past the wall. So that's another thing is going to be tricky here as a deadlock is making sure that your barrier
The way it was.
in a good place in time, and they are already past it there. Crystal didn't get the alert from the sonic sensor that was placed in A main. He was just a hair late. That allows Freeing to just bypass that. Plus you can set up the crunch from Dish.
मारा एक-एक करके अच्छा क्लासिक से.
Hold that site.
ये राउंड में जाना चाहिए था रे.
They love it. They absolutely love it.
I mean, so do I. If we're going to be getting back and forth like this, then we are in for a treat already. 2 very, very close and competitive rounds start off this map. Identifier there on that tripwire will be cleared. Get that crunch to try to maybe catch.
Flood करो अभी.
But will not come to be.
Flood करने के बाद भी एक-एक करके जा रहे हैं.
Very fast with it. As Autumn and Buton both will fall. Plant now in play. Of course, that rolling thunder still in the back pocket, but giving the player advantages. KRX would love to hold on to that. Get ready to go into Global's next buy. Going to be looking for a little bit more, but does end up getting forced away. Down to 35 health, has to backpedal.
ठीक है attacking map है.
Available for Hyunmin. Just rebound that off the wall. Interrupt the plant. Freeing going to be able to find a third. Oh, trying to go for the reload. The scale forward though will be shut down as Hyunmin cleaning up.
Nice try. रुको guys ना आया एक कर्चिप ले गया.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams are really well drilled in terms of their trading and their fundamentals, and you can see that no one's really overcommitting to a lot of things. Obviously, in this round, GE has to because of the economy and the big plant and all that stuff. But the way that KRX in the previous round and this round as well is, you know, taking their moment and then quickly diving back, letting their util buy them the space and the time, letting that do the work. That's exactly what you need. They're really, really well organized and well disciplined with how they're staggering their util too. Both teams have been, but KRX in particular so far.
Let's go.
Committing some of those util dumps.
3 half shields है
Seems
अभी
like
भी.
they've got a great idea of like, okay, next man up. Whose turn is it to throw the next piece of util? Okay, reach. Okay, now it's the nade from the rays and all that other stuff. So
yeah, there's a lot here for KRX to work with.
The thing is, Batman पे अपना ulti है, Udo is just 2 away, लेकिन Bane का ulti भी available है, so that is one concern for GE.
Rather, the double initiator, I should say. With that deadlock, stopping KRX from getting any access to these sites whatsoever.
yeah, and I mean, you can see now, I think KRX realizing that part of the power and exactly what you're talking about here, Achilles, is that you have those double initiators, so there are those trap plays you can set up. Use the info from the
अभी भी 40 seconds है.
You know, paint shells, all these. There's a ton of different combos that you can actually run with this. Grab nets too have to be considered. Here goes Hyunmin.
The entry, but then the
Nice.
readjusts the aim, gets that reset. Hyunmin going to be dead on the entry.
Nice.
Through, but Crystal back out.
Crystal holding it for the life, bro.
Start to this series so far here for the rookie. 3v5 of the post plant. Some tools to try to utilize. They need the tower control. And they're not.
Let's go, bे. चलेगा. Crystal did his work.
The Armageddon now going to be called in. Mako pushing forward into the smoke. He's able to find 2 kills. There's and Javi both going to be struck down. Bane peeking out. Is able to find the one, and Mako
क्या हुआ ये?
switches up the angle.
एक मिनट. I just want to know हुआ क्या ये round क्यों throw हुआ?
That's the Mako we know and love on this map on the brim. He is just incredible at times. This is great play by Crystal, first of all. Uses his util really nicely. He has a sonic sensor back here that catches onto the neon.
3 मार दिए उसने.
Nice job by Bane to re-aggress onto that and at least get the trade. Mako, man, absolutely knocks this out of the park.
Yep, that is going to be the first timeout call. Understandably, global esports suffering economically. You you know full well that this map pick was going to be coming through. You leave the fracture open. KRX is going to try to
bad thing. 2 राउंड गलत थ्रो हुए. After pistol एक थ्रो हुआ. ये वाला भी नहीं थ्रो होना चाहिए था.
The OT versus Team Secret and the loss to Nongshim, but clearly still feeling like they have a very solid read and just need to continue to improve it on stage.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the other part of that equation is it's a map that, you know, Frost and GE have been avoiding. They haven't shown it yet this year, so we think we've got a little bit of practice under our belts. We're going to feel a little bit more confident. You can suspect that Frost has got something a little bit tricky up his sleeve, but predictably it was the deadlock, and I think they're going to be pretty well, and they have been pretty well prepared for that for the most part. That last round was probably one of the few where it wasn't quite as, they weren't quite as aware, quite as ready, but overall I think they've done a pretty good job of dealing with the deadlock stuff, at least on this side. And
now they have ulti of Crystal ready. Udo की ulti सिर्फ एक और दूर है.
Last year it was a very close fracture. It went to overtime, even though
still early days. 3-1 है score. I would say एक आधी thrifty इधर उधर और यहाँ पे game पलट सकता है. So वो एक अलग चीज है.
Once in VCT Pacific. So yeah, 2023 obviously very different situation, very different squad.
Autumn spotted.
Killjoy.
Cross हुआ रहेगा.
I'll never forgive him for it.
He will never live that down.
He is feeling कि cross हो गया है.
Again, close to the wall, so you can see KRX has good awareness of how they can skirt around that particular one. Looking for a trap, but they just clear. It's Crystal, only a stinger. Longer range fight going to be tough. Does have reinforcements available. You can see GE makes the change to try to prevent the crunch.
सब लोग सैंड से जाने का ट्राई कर रहे हैं.
Grab the orb, so he's got the showstopper online. Try to counteract this. Things could get very messy.
नहीं रे क्रिस्टी.
Still deadly. With that is Yudotan eliminated. The cleanup is looking good. Autumn
NT.
one standing. One before with just a sheriff.
NT. अभी तक
Mako, however, is suspicious.
अभी तक समवेयर ये राउंड ये मैप एक्चुअली ये नहीं है फॉर जी. जिस तरीके का जी का प्ले स्टाइल है.
Yeah, now you start to get a little bit concerned for Global, even though they have a good read there, and yes, it is an eco. They still can't really do too much damage. A little bit antsy impatientness from Crystal gives him up to the Outlaw. I mean, just finding the gaps there in the util as Mako get the kill. Yeah.
मुंह उतारो मत रे. Stay positive. Let's go.
They stun our kid, guys. I think it's a fast speed, our kid split. Can we just kill the Cypher?
Boom tower. What's happening?
Let's kill the Cypher. They're in burst, just chill first.
Calling for the chill. Two players on the other side of this smoke. It's not going to be lasting too much longer. This is a massive scale forward from Global Esports. As there goes the stealth drone, able to find the ping, but
दो
that smoke does
खुल गए भाई.
Two players from Global Esports, Javi and Patman, both going to be struck down. The op shot going to be going wide as Yudotan out.
Nice shot.
Position, but he's able to play his way back out for one. Knew that Mako was also still lingering there, so he has to be wary about.
काफी ज़्यादा कंट्रोल ले लिया रे बी मेन का. उसके बाद पीछे आ ही नहीं पाए.
Now in a 2v4 with the op in play, you're just going to have to go for the save. Global Esports continuing to allow for KRX to get further and further ahead.
Yeah, now you look at Mako. He's already trying to get ahead of the curve. He knows that they're going to be saving. He's going to be looking for his opportunity. Autumn cognizant of it, but
Timing.
the spot. Mako finds the timing.
Yeah, he made a touch of noise there, I do believe.
Yep.
Not going to scream it. Don't expect to get a middlecore remix of it, so.
Nice try. 5-1. Not bad. ठीक ठाक start है. I would still say ये एक ठीक ठाक start है.
Bit of a dreary start now. Global Esports, I mean, this is your side selection. This is where you're running that double initiate. He's got the trap set up from the deadlock, and it's just not working out for you.
No.
This needs to be where the bread is buttered.
Exactly. KRX reads immediately off that deep brim smoke what's happening, and they just know they've already got the protocol in place. They're like, we're going to push off the drone. They get a double out of it for free. I mean, just absolutely incredible wherewithal that they're displaying right now.
Slope on the approach, quick clear of that barrier mesh. So with a check over, tap of the plant. Now to reposition. That Annihilation is online. With the aftershock to delay first and foremost, though, and now Black Ultimate ends up getting invested. Bane with the tap, he's trying to bait it out. He wants him to fire this shot. He'll just be sending it, and there's the grab, but they got two players able to break it, but Patman will be able to find Bane in the end. Pulled it up into the open. Hill comes through a little
बच जाएंगे
some space here. Gunman just gonna have to disrespect that Molly, jumps across it, eats an immense amount of damage. Is able to find
फिर भी उनमें ने एक को मार दिया.
Showstopper now gonna be
हाँ, let's go.
Take it out, Mako. Quick peek
Mako.
in, quick kill found. Beneath.
Mako! Mako की माँ का.
Young now has to put up
Let's
the
go.
clutch. He cannot.
Let's go, Udo. Let's go.
And Global Esports at long last have a second round win.
Just again, great.
We used
stuff
two
here. Both
ultimates.
these teams so aware of what the win conditions are in rounds and how to play around it.
But दो ultimates पे अगर round आता है तो और दो ultimates पे एक round. Let's do it 3-5 रे.
Space when they need to. You know, Mako
Let's
here
push them to
using
the
his
eco.
ult to buy a little bit of space to get some big kills. They're ready for that clear onto the Annihilation. Our Global Esports, you know, they know that they have to play near the spike here, so Yudotan is patient with the showstopper. I thought Mako was going to go nuts there. Yudotan just barely even got hit.
Nice, Udo.
The shot to land through the aim.
6-7, 6-7. Ando, bye.
What a battle that round was.
Yeah, decent amount of investment from both sides as well, but look at the trap set up, but the slow
Nice.
down on the ring, just getting shot. I'm having over on this other side. The Neon from scaling forward, the shot can ring through. Yudotan able to find that one before falling. So an exchange of the duelists, 1-for-1, but still that second layer available for KRX. Gunman still in play. Erltef getting the ping reveal there as Bane committing to the plan, is able to get out of the Armageddon fast enough. Mako turns the flash, a push through the cage. He's still going to be good for
बढ़िया, बढ़िया.
However, going to be fighting back.
Still it's a 2v2.
Full strike available. Gunman going around the world. Silent drop down into sands. Both players of Global Esports now contained in halls.
What is the thing we have?
Able to tuck the corner.
हटा वहाँ से उसको.
Bane now, this should be him dead. He will fall. Gunman pulling back behind this orbital, trying to catch them off guard. But
मैं यही बोल रहा था. मैं यही तो बोल रहा था कि दो अल्टी और है अपने पास.
Get 2 rounds in a row.
I got a little bit concerned there for a second for Global. They ripped a bunch of ults in that round and early. That
Oh, they
didn't
sent 3.
Yeah, they sent 3. The first 2, the Armageddon, okay, you buy a little bit of time there as Patman. The second one, they used the Rolling Thunder in towards main, and they come bursting out a little bit after the effects had worn off. In fact, it didn't even hit most of KRX, and they still are able to burst out of there and get the kills. Great use of the orbital strike, though. Confirmed that Bane is up there, and he's completely screwed at that angle. So has to just go for kills and can't do it. Then Hyunmin tries to get a little bit cheeky, but is unable to get the job done. Freen gonna grab an op now. Yudo not gonna square off initially. GE reading that maybe this will be an arcade angle. Tough to defend, tough to guess where the attackers are gonna be coming from. But maybe you can find that punish onto the lurking Young. Trying to just tuck in by the rope.
Once you get confirmation that they're playing towards his north side, and he will. Deltron, however, doesn't go deep enough to actually spot him out.
Clear the camera. Very least is GE.
Oh boy. Now they're going to try to scale off the back of that one, and Young is going to be dead. Patman.
Bro, the Patman effect. The Patman effect. I would say जब से Pat आया है ना, मजा आ रहा है भाई.
The last series. Now plant ready to come in. Gunman coming back, dodges out that stun frame.
Stun में भी मार गया Autumn को.
Has the trade. Another peek through in the aftershock forces him back down the rope. Tower control firmly in the hands of KRX as well as B main. It's a 3v4. Bane holding on to the operator. Nade, net, aftershock, all thrown, clears out the side itself. Now, Global Esports can very much start narrowing the scope here, knowing exactly where these players are going to be playing from. As Hyunmin easy 1-1, so gets it into a 2v2. Still the off in hand, quick shot from Bane.
हाँ मार रहा है.
Flicks in to find Crystal, looks for that third and final, but he cannot. But Javi just doesn't have the time.
Time.
Flash connecting there, but
NT.
swing in, Hyunmin challenges
3-6.
wins it out.
Still
KRX
early days.
themselves up to
3-6 is a good thing.
Bane's a pretty good opper.
Yeah.
There were some nasty ones in there. That was a hell of a round. Sometimes as the Neon, you got to drop the op over to clear some space for your team. A nice round for Patman. I mean, this one right here.
Oh, yeah.
Both really nice.
Good. I mean, you think back to kickoff, DRX then, now KRX trying to, get that operator into the hands of Youngman. He wasn't really finding value like the Outlaw was for him.
Right.
So, yeah, just have anybody else snipe.
Yeah, literally anybody else is probably okay. Young's pretty good at it too.
True.
अबे वो वहाँ क्यों कर वो वहाँ क्या कर रहा है?
Some rounds where they drop that over to him on the other half.
Blue Steel style.
Heck yeah.
Stealth thrown out, will be cleared. Young still just tucked away, but it's going to be a fault line as well as an aid lobbed in, and will be that bandit to come away with the kill. So solid start here as esports try to pull off this thrifty, and with a player advantage now, a showstopper online.
अब एक showstopper भी आएगा.
Bucky way into tower, Boombot will lead the charge. Now they have the confirmation, but can they actually flush out Bristol? He's been able to hold this position quite well overall. Showstopper trying to get things started. Doesn't spot the players at Canteen now.
दो-तीन मारेगा, let's go!
He actually gets Yunmin. Thought he might have been a saver around the corner, but now suddenly it's just Mako left standing. Smoke in his face, able to find the one, the spike, the fuse, not held to half. Saves them off once again. Another retap, goes for the reload. Crystal down to 20. Some damage to be found. Push forward, the Bucky now.
बकचोदी हो गई ना.
And the orbital strike will look to try to seal the deal on this round. Autumn still with an opportunity, but it's going to have to be the headshot as once again he's trying to
हो गई ना. इतना अच्छा खेलने के बाद लास्ट में कैसे हग सकते हो यार ये माको के ऊपर.
Gets the Red Bull clutch.
Been missing this. Mako just absolutely taking over games. Another big multi-kill for the Gentle Giant. Oh, just missed on the Outlaw there. Bane with the backstab. Gets two. But this is the Mako show. Oh.
ये actually map of Brim होता है.
It's the orbital. Oh, gotta tip your cap there. Just outplayed.
Mako is as Mako does. Still though, very close for Global Esports considering that it wasn't for the attempt. As now their own show is going to be invested on the KRX side. Yudoton is blast packing up safety. Have slowed down the scale forward, so players going to be able to escape. The rocket won't even get fired off.
हट गया rocket ही हट गया. Let's go.
Saddest rocket ever.
Off your feet. One Thunder crashing through. Two players in Sam's going to be stunned up, freeing on the hunt. Looking for that second. Has to do a double take, but will.
क्या set play यार. I love it, man. I love it.
Street here for Global Esports.
Spike planted.
Has to be saved.
Backing away, so looking like another flawless unless KRX do go hunting. Given the economic situation, they absolutely should. Autumn 3 charges away from an orbital strike, so you don't exactly want to funnel that into him, given you're about to go into the final round of the half.
Yeah, for sure. I think at this point you're feeling pretty groovy. The economy not super great for a couple players on KRX too, so they're going to get too overly aggressive. You know, Mako can. He's going to do a little bit of checking. But tucked in the tower, Global Esports wants the safety.
8-3. Go for 4-8, man.
They're going to keep it. I just said crunch here with KRX. That's really all this is. It's just, using the Rolling Thunder. Right underneath ropes, catches 2 players. Not much that Yudo and Avi can do there. It's a good read on how they back off of that position with all that space gain, because they knew that op was there early after it cleared the Boombot.
It's a rare little yell from Termi as well.
Yeah, he's fired up today. Both of these coaches want this so bad. This is like a Masters for them, basically.
Yeah. Freeing. Slowing down the south side crunch attempt is now.
खत्म हो गया भाई.
Drawing out the ultimate, the overdrive, finding a second Yudoton fallen. Autumn wanted to try to scale forward into that smoke.
Matter खत्म है.
KRX.
It is a 3v5 और 3v5 यहाँ से निकलना बहुत possible नहीं है.
Yeah, really had a hard time. I thought with the Tejo breach, they might be able to take a little bit more control of the mains, but a lot of times KRX ahead of the curve and knew what they wanted to do before they even knew it. Were able to sidestep the util, wait out some of those traps, or just get ahead of them in this case.
Crystal has to go massive here.
Yep.
Sonic sensor will get the slow. Looking for the peek out. finds the first kill. That's going to be layered in as well. Well, that barrier mesh in position now going to be broken down. The rotations are coming through. Both players on the approach from that dish side, but Mako unread at Sands. Crystal loses his head. Plant now in play. And it's a 2v4 for Global Esports to try to get themselves a 4th round win in the half.
Batman could get the Armageddon off a kill. Get the ball rolling.
Rounding back to freeing. Too damn good.
खोल दिया ना पूरा.
Does end up with the 4th attempt. Just Batman left. Stunned to the side. The fault line, however, catching him on the drop. Which is going to be too many angles, too many targets, and Mako too damn good. 9-3 at the half. KRX looking alive and well on Fracture.
No doubt. Just, again, really well drilled. Early on, I felt like both teams looking pretty even, but KRX just started to get the read on how Javi was trying to position his pieces on the chessboard. And then, you know, you get the op in there, you get a couple good players that are, I mean, Mako is Mako, back to normal.
You need one more, we're gonna lose the round, man.
Halftime.
That they did. Well, not super happy is Frost. Knows the team is going to be coming through, anticipates that they have a better setup to counteract.
I'm sorry guys.
KRX and continue to give them a rough time on Fracture, but so far it's been
भाई Mako का एकदम सही बनाया उसने.
We do have a special
He's cute though.
Here's a little replay of what happened at the fist bump.
Thank God we got this.
He's wearing he hates me.
Yeah,
jersey.
dude.
I didn't even see that.
You didn't see that? Oh, God.
Oh, that's great. Oh, gorgeous. Thank you, production.
God.
Thank you for that.
You know what? Like I said, the world is healing. I think that deserves the Nobel Peace Prize this year.
Absolutely. Well, Pistol was able to be found for Global Esports, but obviously that Thrifty immediately came through from KRX to start off this map. Global Esports need to find the Pistol here, and they need to start building up and snowballing a massive streak.
Could happen. It is Fractured, generally very attacker-sided, but I think, you know, you can kind of hear it in Frost's voice. He really wanted that 8-4. That gives you a much better chance on this map to at least avoid the OT potentially, but let's see if they get it done. Nice grab net.
Going forward from the north side, spike in hand. Freeing wanted to go check out that arcade. They're going to go pushing down to the underpass.
This pistol looks like it comes from the upside down in Stranger Things.
Good moment.
Just very quiet, very patient. Both teams trying to feel each other out, figure out what part of the map
ये भी जाएंगे fast और भी stacked
the
है.
attack coming from, and the Boombot here has dragged a lot of extra players over, so can Global Esports rotate in time before KRX figure this out, but they're also matching this really nicely.
Players about to be here, but both sides attack is about to arrive. As Young once again going to be pressured low, taking him down as the shots opening
Nice,
up.
nice, nice, nice.
Alongside Mako as Patman comes away with 2. I'm going to find the one shot before Yutan sits him down. So now 2v4.
बढ़िया.
Slow up the approach. The catch here on the Freeing. He's taking his time, trying to see if he can get a peek, but has to remove that net. Straight shots in.
सब क्रॉस खेलो सारे सब लो ऑटम को छोड़ के.
Go 2-0 with the pistols. Swing going to be coming out, Bane collecting one, but nothing more off the back of that. Now just Freeing. A 1v3. Not in a position to find these wallbang shots.
बहुत अच्छा प्ले बनाया. पहले बी मेन गए, बी मेन पे आवाज किया,
Peek out from Autumn.
ड्रोन किया ए मेन पे.
Not give over the kills either. We'll eventually find Crystal, but he's whittled away at down to 9 HP. Global Esports. Well, they still have the round in hand. Freak's just looking for blood, and blood he shall find. Gets himself a 3K before falling, but Global Esports find this start to the half of the absolute.
I am angry with this. 3 frags देके 3 charges क्यों develop कर रहे हैं?
Really may shine, I think. When you're looking at this attacker side, the barrier meshes are going to be a lot more effective, I think, because you're going to have a lot more options and how you want to cut off the map and what that means for the defenders on their retakes. If you can get to these positions, plus the sonic sensors are going to be a little more impactful because they were a little too easy to dodge on the other side of the map. We saw that a few times where really KRX could just kind of avoid it. Pretty easily because it doesn't cover as much space as the trips do with the Cypher, for example. Marshall, couple Bulldogs, Phantom.
जो ये राउंड ने हारना पिछली बार ये हारे थे तुम.
Yeah, one bandit for free. They're just pushed pretty far forward at A main, and they're going to start making their rotations. No contact, so they'll assume and hear the footsteps and
और farming
he wants to do. They're seemingly want to setting up
for Udo
here as well.
और farming for Udo.
Not going to be any surprises.
लगा ही था.
Get the extra orb.
अबे जाएंगे.
Away from a showstopper with that. Get a couple more kills here. Could have the showstopper going into the bonus for sure. Just got to find those opportunities. The reinforcements. He's still very cautious.
Looking for the trap set up. Batman does manage to get that gun out, but free.
Patty.
Shot with the bandit, so kill going to be found, weapon going to be recovered. Passed over into the hands of Hyunmin. It's already freeing, sprinting his way across to this ace out of the map, reading the rotations from Global Esports, but the rest of the KRX, this is going to be a hard habit to break. Still working their way over here to try to intercept. The barrier mesh will lock them in. Plant out into the open. So with the Marshall able to find one, Gideon gets Young as well, just pushing out of the smoke.
Plant ka Udo.
Up the plant, but not much more off the back of that. 3v4 with just the Bulldog. Not going to be feeling good about KRX repeating a miracle from that first half. Ooh, let's get a bit of damage on the Autumn though.
Nice.
Spot, freeing dead. Showstopper now online as well for Yudo going into the bonus. Still has
बढ़िया. Nice Autumn.
Gunman looking to try to finish
Slow and steady. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Let's go.
Global Esports now 4 away.
Yeah, I mean, other than just the trap play that KRX was able to isolate and execute on the Patman here.
I love the way the things are happening.
Shot through the smokes there, Crystal. Just guessed on the timing and guessed very correctly. Yeah, this is huge. You get Yudo. He's going to be carrying over a Phantom. He's going to have a showstopper. This is a very scary bonus that they're going to be bringing to bear. And it's going to have to be really thoughtful from KRX, which they have been on this map so far. Let's see, slow up a Yudo. That grab net went to Narnia.
Showstopper at the ready, lobs it in, but it's going to be a smooth little slide away from freeing, avoids the damage. Meanwhile, Javi and Crystal both get tagged up. Armor available for the deadlock. Seems like Global Esports still trying to square peg round hold this one here.
3 मार गया माँ को.
Gets himself a third while blinded up. They don't make it up.
4 मार गया. He hit 4. Use करवा दी Udo की ulti.
Beautifully thought out. Using freeing as bait for the showstopper. And then they have some paint. I believe it's the paint shells that catches the majority of this damage on the GE. Initially, and then this guy is one of the best. Oh my god.
Ting 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 बजाया खाली.
He is just one of the best on this map on Brim. Always has been, always will be.
Yeah, I mean, particularly his stats on Brimstone so far.
This way came in.
This stage has been incredible.
It's just one of those players.
Can you drone and let's take it first?
Instant.
Chill.
One out. Stun, Gideon dead, aftershock now. Going to be layered in, so no one can scale off that fault line investment. Salvo sent out.
भागो.
Trying to clear some of this space. Start to work their way forward into halls. There's still 3 players from KRX situated on A. Trying to counteract this push.
Nice.
Correctly.
Okay.
Double spam.
First.
Yeah.
Great Boss is still here. Global Esports will just be backing away. Hand at the B site.
Sure if the orb's scooped up. No, it's not. So get one away from either the Annihilation or the Armageddon. Your poison there. And then put that over to the planter potentially and get that ult for the post plant. If you can get there, of course. You got to go through seemingly Young and Hyunmin.
30 seconds left.
They're going to bypass it. They don't want to give away.
Hyunmin, top gen. Stun out. Young still able to
Stun
find
में
one.
भी एक मार रहा है.
Very rough going for
चल क्या रहा है 2v3.
3 kills found on the map so far. Light will come through. Push forward. Autumn trying to peek around the side of this smoke. On anything that he can. His barrier mesh is going to be broken. Smoke now dissipating, and Autumn out into the open, waiting for the swing. Because for a readjusted Mako. It's just 2 on point here today. Javi able to find the one, but Bane will
Nice try, GG.
surviving KRX. Once again, pushing back Global Esports. They ascend up to 11-round wins.
Yeah, they're just so tunneled onto the site, RGE, when they go for the execute. They don't account for Hyunmin off the rip, and he's up on that spot that a lot of raises like to go up to. It makes things annoying. Heard in the cons here, I think this is a bit of a misstep by Yudo. He got a little overconfident because Javi was saying slow, slow, slow. I think he wanted him to push out of the smoke there. Paid the price. Hit by the relay bolt.
Timeout.
Well, second and final timeout for Global Esports. 6-round deficit once again. Start clawing this back. KRX, however, they're just looking too well drilled on this map, too dialed in.
Yeah, they have really good map reads. So much. Wanted it to find his
Something about camera?
his dad. Yeah, he wanted the camera to find his dad. And it did.
Oh, he said his dad is going to buy him a KRX jersey.
Oh, a
if he gets
KRX
put
jersey.
on camera.
If he's on camera. Got it. There you go. Open up the wallet there, Dad.
Yeah.
It's time.
Swipe that card.
That's right. I'll take one too while you're at it.
Yeah.
I don't have the new one.
Ken Yang. Yeah, I need an update.
Yeah, Ken, can we look some brothers up?
See you after the game.
I'll take you out for some Gibsall and karaoke if you want.
That's going to be more expensive than the jersey.
I know, but it'd be fun.
Just the flashes traded out, freeing, pushing forward, and it's going to be getting in the peak. Slow drift down over towards this underpass and freeing.
Nice shot.
Right into Autumn sights. Solid kill to come through. Global Esports desperately need this thrifty.
Yeah, they really spread the map here. Tough for KRX to read what's going on. They've had a little bit of contact over at A main right after that kill onto freeing. See GE considering trying to scoop up the gun. Gonna use the util to clear the angle. He'll get it.
My territory.
My rules.
Violation at the ready. Gong. The push coming through will be shotgunned by that. Bane trying to get the break here on this. Drags him out into the orbital strike. He plans his speed. He's able to find Autumn. Just not paying attention to the side itself.
Nice.
On and Mutant able to find a second. Bane going to be struck down. Mako.
Nice.
But Hobby with that sheriff will be able to find a kill, and now it's all down to Mako.
पूरे ulti dump है.
See if he can clutch this out to get KRX up to map point.
30 seconds left.
Flash is not able to find the angle through the box. Action connect on the Patman. Playing now to come through. Ping down onto Canteen, reading this re-wrap from Mako.
Spike planted.
Gonna have to be the one that put him down, and he shall. Gets himself the 3K, gets Global Esports the much-needed round win.
Yeah, I think just a really nice idea coming out of the timeout. Just being a step ahead. Good anticipation. Maybe a slow push through. I cannot believe Young survived there. He just did the Armageddon. The man's in an action movie. Running away from explosion after explosion. No heroics in the 1v3 this time for Mako. Gonna be Yudo with the 3. Get him up to 16. Him and Pat having a good map. Now you've got a couple ults available. Rolling Thunder, Orbital Strike.
कोई बात नहीं guys. आज 0 है ना.
Along with the Neon ult, so really impetus here onto GE. Keep the ball rolling. See if you can put KRX onto an eco with these ults. Give yourself a really good shot at this map, because if you drop this one, probably not feeling too good about the next round. So you're also going to be in trouble economically. A few players could buy, but be a little bit scrappy. One player be able to fully buy up. Judge in hand for Young.
He was going to want to go for this break on the trip to try to draw some attention to A, but does leave Global without a lot of the entry power to decide to commit into B.
Seems like they're just going to wait until the rewrap comes through. Using this util early, try to drag out a rotation. Maybe Crystal can get another player if there was somebody pushing down the ramp, but just need to be careful with the sound cues until you're ready to roll.
Well, there's the clear. Here comes the attack. Relay both of these try to slow them up. Brain pushing forward past that paint shell, and Bane is able to find Yutan on the entry. Rolling Thunder now to be coming through. Is Aftershock is going to be layered in. The delay tactics here from KRX are looking great.
नसीब ही खराब है भाई का.
A quick turn back, able to spot out Crystal. Snipes him with the rocket. The players drop down to their demise.
नसीब ही खराब है भाई, नसीब ही खराब है.
And KRX get up to 12.
This is just beautifully played by Freeing and Bane. Their protocols here are perfect. You use the relay bolt to slow up the attack. Bane, right, he knows the Rolling Thunder is coming next, and he uses his Aftershock to buy a little bit more time for the Showstopper to get there. Hyunmin on the scene to delay even more. Beautiful. So well coordinated our KRX on this map.
6 in a row is what is needed now. Yutan, the off hand. That is a nice way to
Odo gets
one. Freeing. Almost gets a rotation out of Mako, but he actually turns back. Still looking to reinforce this B side of the map. Yong. At the same time, I mean, he's settled the tower, but Hyunmin just once again, top gen is able to find Patman. You meant to scale forward from here. Well, Crystal hitting a shot like that.
Well,
it certainly helps. Gives you an assist, but Yutan now dead. Quick peek from Mako.
Nice.
That operator out of the fight, but Young is not having a good day. Autumn taken low, but not taken down. Still alive, still able to fight. Weapons recovered and collected. Mako would love to interrupt this plan once again, but will not be able to find it. Bane, however, on the south side approach, gets his way worked forward into B main.
it's the Rolling Thunder.
Still do have that orbital available in the global side, but like you said, Rolling Thunder at their disposal.
I'd rip it. You'll get another one.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Waiting to go for the rewrap here. Mako on the approach from that canteen side. Still dumped in. So there's the spot outs, but that orbital strike is still going to be a thorn in their side, and time is still being yet bought. Javi able to find the kill with a hold up to half, unable to find that. Mako does clear out Autumn, but this round cannot go their way. The time played very, very well from Global Esports.
चलेगा.
Mako will get a parting gift shot, 3K.
चलेगा. राउंड से था, मिल गया.
Do not go down without a fight.
If they had been a little bit faster there, maybe KRX can get the Rolling Thunder to play, but it just takes a long time for them to really feel comfortable to start scaling towards the site. Oh, Hyunmin. How does he even see? That poor Young. That was a huge kill there from Autumn. Basically won them the round. If he dies, I don't think they're going to be able to get onto that site. Keeps him alive. Yudo, Showstopper. One Bulldog for Javi. Oh, passed. Nope, got caught by it. But didn't get punished. Deep smoke from Mako. Gonna protect his duelist. So Hyunmin safe. Bot clearing a little bit of space. Trips here. Top right at one of the entry angles. Freeing. Trying to punish. Oh, what a shot.
Damn good. But Crystal, who in his own right hasn't been having the steadiest of performances compared to what we're used to seeing from him. But that is a great way to try to reignite the engine.
ये भी साउंड दे दिया. लेट्स गो. मतलब इन्फो तो है. गलती हो गई. हेवी गलती हो गई. एक मारना ही पड़ेगा. यूमी.
Clean shot from Autumn. Gets rid of the enemy raid boss. Now it's a 2v3.
गन फाइट दी तो अब 2v2.
Playing towards that stair side. Bane now picked apart. 2v2. The swing out. Autumn.
Let's go, Javi.
Javi cleans up Hyunmin before he can find the transfer. Global Esports up to 8.
Come on.
One round at a time, guys. One round at a time.
Just hanging on. Mako going to be one away from an orbital strike, but it's a big win there early for Crystal. Nice work by Young. Mentioned re-clearing a little bit of space. Mako seemingly always good for at least one. What an angle Hyunmin's able to find there. Yudo trying to find a target for the Showstopper. Expecting maybe a counter flood. off the back of Bane's Rolling Thunder.
Timeout.
Didn't come through, and I assume it has to be Termi. The other two were even taken by G. So Termi wants to get in there, wants to seal the deal here. Feels like what felt like an assured win is slipping just a little bit. The economy as well has slipped just a smidge. So a lot of fans here know the importance of this match. And Team Rowdy out there. Seen fans for both sides, and pretty exciting as just maybe talking through.
HK Lochi आएगा वो भी आएगा.
KRX, well, yeah.
Guys जल्दी like करो यार, subscribe करो man.
More people asking for camera. Oh, is he gonna shave his head? Is that
Something about it.
I don't know what Keiko is in this case.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand that part.
Because yesterday somebody put sakbal, which means to shave your head, on one of their signs.
The attempt here for KRX to try to bring this map to conclusion. And, oh my God, Gunman. Absolutely ready for that one. Johnny on the spot with the aim. One away from having Showstopper now online. As that shot connects, freeing down to 13 HP, has to back away. And that fan said that they would dye their hair like Gecko if they're put on camera. So, time to get the dye out.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's Gecko. That's okay.
Ah, yeah.
Now I get it. Yeah.
Short Christy.
Finishing the job. Finds freeing. Peek in the corner. Spotting out.
NT.
But Gunman again able to find himself a second kill.
3v4.
Taken here at the same time. The only player nearby for the moment. Sketch on Mako. Moves a potential orbital strike, and Mako is wary about this. Knows what kind of space they've given up. Should be the counter swing available from Young if the push does come through, but he's got his own issues. Finding one. Now the orbital strike going to be called, and you talk about the approach from the back, and they're able to break down those two players. But they've been spotted. KRX, they have the information. Lob it on the rocket, not going to be connecting. Now the salvo going to be invested as well from Patman. Still has another in the back pocket as well as that stun and a paint shell from Mutaton. There are so many delay tools here for Global Esports. Gunman's just going to have to stick it. Pray. His paint shell doesn't go deep enough, and he's just going to stick it! He's won the map just by holding it!
I don't know. वो paint shell नहीं
Oh,
गया.
what a brutal way to give up a thrifty if you're
Paint shell का ना जाना जगह पे was fucked bro. NT. अरे उत्कर्ष भाई क्या हाल है? उत्कर्ष हेलो. I'm not उत्कर्ष man. राघव भाई I'm वैभव या वेनम, आप जो भी बोल लो. उत्कर्ष थोड़ी हूँ मैं. Anyways, it was a good thing. बुरा लगा. Toying bells. Sweet. ये देखो क्या मेहनत करनी पड़ती है रे. सेटअप करने में क्या मेहनत करनी पड़ती है. टास्क मैनेजर खोल के बंद करो. जब बंद नहीं होता तो टास्क मैनेजर खोल के फोटोशॉप बंद करना पड़ता है. तो 24 का फोटोशॉप वापर रहा हूँ. कैसे हो यार? वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम गाइस. 3 लोग देख रहे हो. मेक श्योर टू हिट दैट लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब. एंड मेरे को एक बात बताओ यार, मैप 2 में आपको क्या लगता है कमबैक आएगा? बिकॉज मुश्किल लग रहा है मेरे को, तो मुश्किल लग रहा है. लास्ट राउंड में थोड़ा फकअप हुआ है. अच्छा ओके, यहाँ पे लाइट दिखी थी. ऋषि भाई की स्ट्रीम पे देखते हो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. ऋषि भाई की स्ट्रीम पे देखते हो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, क्योंकि यहाँ से मेरे को देखो कॉपीराइट आने का कोई चांस नहीं है. ही इज द वन जो नहीं मारेंगे कॉपीराइट, मेरे को पता है. कैमरा है नहीं मेरी गेमिंग बैड प्लान मैन दैट फुल साइड कंट्रोल. विली भी यहाँ पे लाए है. विली भी यहीं पे देख रहा है. मतलब कौन कौन है? और कौन है जो देख रहा है? क्रेटोस भी देख रहा है, विली भी इधर ही है, एंड एक्चुअली ये वाली बात सही है, दे ट्राइड ड्रॉप हिट मेनी टाइम्स, ड्रॉप से वो मर ही रहे थे बार बार, प्रॉब्लम वहीं पे तो आ रही थी। ट्रेस भी लाइव है। $14-year-old kiddie। रुको गाइस, आई विल बी राइट बैक। एक सेकेंड में लॉग इन कर लेता हूँ, बिकॉज मेरे को अभी वाला लॉग इन करना है। एक मिनट दो मेरे को, BRB स्क्रीन इसी के लिए है। अरे खुल जा भाई, एक मिनट गाइस, एक मिनट। आई नो यू गाइस आर कमिंग ऑन द स्ट्रीम बार बार, एक मिनट। तो ये काम कर रहा हूँ, ये वाली स्क्रीन लगा के, ये वाली फुल स्क्रीन ही लगा देता हूँ बेटर। कैमरा फुल कैम स्क्रीन ही लगा देता हूँ। बी राइट बैक वाली स्क्रीन से बेटर है, फुल कैम स्क्रीन इज मच मोर सीरियस एंड गुड। फटाफट एक बार बस लॉग इन हो जाए रे। The VCT in 2027 where everything is tournament. This is something I have to make a video on. एक वीडियो इस पे जल्द ही आएगी, एंड इवन एक और चीज़ भी आएगी। इवन एक पबजी के ऊपर भी वीडियो आनी है, आज रात को आएगी या आज शाम तक आएगी, जैसे भी होगा, जैसे भी शूट ख़त्म होगा बेसिकली, क्योंकि शूट के ऊपर वही चीज़ लगी हुई है। जैसे ये स्ट्रीम ख़त्म करूँगा, पबजी के ऊपर एक वीडियो बनेगी। एनी विच वेज, चलो भाई साहब, मेरे बाल इतने आगे क्यों आते हैं रे? इसको सेट कराने पड़ेंगे। आई एम वेरी अरे जल्दी लग रही, मैप 2 स्टार्ट हो जाएगा नहीं तो। लग गया, ये धपा धप जाता हूँ रेना लॉक करके। हो गया गाइस, लेट्स गो। सेटअप साले,
ये वाली गाड़ी दिलाओ ना मेरे को, कोई ये वाली गाड़ी दिला दो।
हिट बक लो लिए भाई, इसको डीएम की तरह खेलना ही नहीं है। 4 लोग देख रहे हो यार, मेक श्योर टू हिट द किधर है एम। जल्दी जल्दी खत्म भाई। जो स्मोक हो, एक इनिशिएटर है, एक स्मोक है। कॉम्पी में भी ऐसा नहीं खेलते। 4 लोग देख रहे हो, मेक श्योर टू हिट दैट लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब। लेट्स गो। नीड कर ले, बूम बॉट कर ले भाई। अच्छा कोई देख ही नहीं रहा दूसरी जगह पे। वाह, आ गया मैं वापस। शॉट रे। नाइस शॉट, नाइस शॉट। कौन चिल्लाया भाई? क्या है वो वहाँ पे स्पॉन पे वेट कर रहा है?
हीलिंग।
चिल्ला क्यों रहा है ये?
स्काई हीलिंग देना।
नहीं है उसके, नहीं है।
सवादी का
मरना ही था मैंने।
कितना बोलते रे, कितना बोलते हैं। डीएम को डीएम की तरह ले, लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें। किधर आना है, नहीं आना है? अरे क्या बंदे रे, क्या करते रहते? Bro, these are shit guys. I feel bad about the game भाई। AFK चले जाते, खेलो रे, खेलो तो सही। अंडे तोड़ रहे। ठीक है। क्या गेम लगा? अपना गेम लगा क्या गाइस? हाँ लग गया है। GG's. Well played.
Esports really.
Let's see what we do on Haven.
Snap choice in this comp change up since kickoff on Haven is going to work a treat. A lot of different stuff going on for
Double Senti.
since the last time they played it.
Primarily, एक अटैकिंग मैप पे डबल सेंटी खिलाना इज अ क्वेश्चनेबल थिंग, और डिफेंस पे स्टार्ट करना भी।
Around the back of KRX. Autumn going to be taking point and taking Freeing's head. Finds the opening kill, so now 4v5 as the plane gets ready to come through on the C site. Holding from the back, but no one.
They are playing a chamber actually. मतलब पूरा अटैकिंग कॉम्प है।
But you'll kind of know they're probably not on back plat because of the sonic sensor there. So you kind of focus your attention forward.
With a glimpse. Backs away. The push now coming through. There.
Nice.
Bounding around the corner. Automated will collect a second
Triple
elimination.
peak.
Awesome.
Nice.
There. Patman cleans up the kill, and now Young still trying to get this re-wrap going through, but the shots coming out from Bane are not connected.
Badhiya.
That's just going to be a stuck defuse here to Clusaz.
Badhiya bhai, badhiya. Let's go, Bay. Let's go.
Yeah, they
Shoo.
look really clean here. Really well timed. Patient with the retake. Everybody coming from a couple different angles, and again, have a little bit less to worry about because there was that sonic sensor that was still on site. It doesn't get tripped until kind of start making their hit anyway. Mako is actually the one who tripped it, and they're able to just isolate the players one by one. Work as a couple duos there. Get the job done. Very nicely handled.
It's all three pistols now in the hands of Global Esports. To avoid the thrifty that was given over at the start of Fracture. Wait out on the nade, as well as that flash. Slow creep across, 5-player approach into sewer. As Patman in the corner, able to spot out one. The back away, freeing. Needing to close the gap, just has that shorty in hand. This gunman taken down at 8 HP on this entry, and Yudaton now backstabbing. Letting them know, yep, you've never cleared
पहली बार ऐसा लगा इस पूरे के पूरे सीरीज के अंदर that जी कुछ तो रखती है अपने पास.
Flawless anti-eco from Global Esports. They kick things off 2-0.
Yeah, and I think you're going to be seeing a lot of difficulty for KRX, no matter which site they try to make some hits onto. Really well drilled.
12-0 लेके आओ. फिर तुम easy हो भाई.
Just waiting this one out. Bad here. A lot of comfort. Just sit in hell and let that bulldog do its thing. Oh, snappy shot from Yudo too.
4-0 start for him. They're having a bit of a rough go on a Fracture. Spot out on that Outlaw. Decent amount of respect needing to be shown. Mako the only one with the half armor, but taking down 10 HP.
Interesting setup here, using that grab net to get the TP up and then set up a sonic sensor as well. Try to give Javi a good chance. You don't see players get up on that box too often.
I would just say you one thing. Positioning बहुत sexy है.
Young so far hasn't wanted to try to test it. In fact, he throws the trademark in there. But that's not going to get the spot. Javi's safe for now.
The exact onto the B side. See up and over here from Kenman, but Free with the covering fire is able to find.
Nice.
Kenman does end up getting spammed down. Is Free. Oh, a bit of a double take.
मस्ती हो गई.
Quick refract back. Not to get him deep enough to escape.
Inti. कोई बात नहीं. कोई बात नहीं.
The final 2 kills. KRX with themselves on the board. Fairly clean.
A good start and a basic start. Let's
really
go.
Nice work here by Free. A lot of the neons that you're seeing, you know, aren't necessarily fragging out of control. There's a few, of course, but he's had some pretty good moments. This one right here reads the refract perfectly. Eventually able to suss out Javi. I don't know if he ever sussed out the
Nice try.
sonic sensor placement and the TP up, but didn't matter that round. Kind of keep my eye on that to see if that's something GE wants to go for again. Trying to tee up Yudo, the flash, to get into position.
Oh, they are almost lined up for him there. Young does get struck down. Patman, however, tagged to 5. Still alive, though. Still has the Seekers in the back pocket. No boys are trying to lead the way through.
Young is dead. Party 5 HP.
Yudo re-swinging, playing off the Seekers.
ठीक है पार्टी अगर 5 HP भी है तो
just TP across, then he does.
आओ पिक करो करो पिक करो पिक करो पिक
KRX,
होंगे.
however, very much halted on entry at A.
Pretty quick dog, though. Doesn't see anything. That camera there, though, start to feel like maybe A is going to be the re-hit. So you try to re-clear that space, but you're just a little too eager with the Sky Util.
Back re-peek in.
दिख गए. ओए ओए ओए
Again, updrafting his way into the site.
Height.
Just around the corner, freeing, trying to scale in towards backside. Nothing going to be spotted there. Holding close.
Paranoia.
Position to be taken, and what a
Batman
time
gets
down.
1. Udo gets 1.
Duelist's dead. It's just Mako and Bane. Just basically spray and pray this one. The full flash does connect. Bane having to tug away into the corner, but still the kill able to be found.
Nice.
Cannot deny the defuse.
I would say you one thing, guys.
Global Esports looking alive and well on their map.
This G is built
So they're able to recover here
different.
really nicely. Even though KRX trying to get into some similar ideas in this round. The early pick, a good flash to tee him up. Smoke there as well. Patman, 5 HP, finds 2 kills. Beautiful work from him. Can't heal himself with his own heal even.
Good retake.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Really nice retake. And a quick timeout this time from the KRX camp. Feeling so good after that fracture win and off to a rough start onto GE's pick. And they're happy to let teams take that attacker side against them. They love the Sentinels, so far so good. So much ability to gather information and control the map here with this comp. I mean, you can spread out the Deadlock util on a couple different sites. The Cypher util gives you so much ability to control. So far from what we've seen, Garage and C, to kind of help give you the ability to get into those flood retakes quicker if they pivot towards the C site, which we haven't seen.
The things are going perfect, guys. The things are legit going perfect.
That is really good.
Yeah, very nice artwork. Let's see if Young is going to be able to find that form that we saw from him last week. For the moment, just the 1 kill under his belt.
You gotta feel like this comp change for KRX is definitely keyed in a little bit towards him. Throwing the chamber there, what do you think can work with that? Jet so far hasn't had too much impact. It has given them that 1 round where he's able to get up high and kind of give Freeing a little bit of space to maneuver on the Neon and get some kills.
We'll set up here at Garage. Quick little peek out. Patman, the lion's share of KRX.
Hinty.
Also the back away, Yunaton now to reroute. Try to get that up onto a decent line, but explore from KRX, checking out around A main.
This is going to be the weak part of the map. Immediately, Crystal has to throw down the barrier mesh because he has no other backup and no ability to get further forward info.
Up top, and there's the spot out. Taking low, but not taking down. The heals can come through. Hyunmin now winding forward into the Cloudburst, jumps across the opposite side. Slow little drift as there's the slow connecting, but the headshot will come through all the same. A little bit of fishing there with that short.
Hell nah, bro. ये बीच आ रहे हैं बार-बार.
Gallery as 3 players from Global Esports disappear. Young now in around the back. Finds the first. Cannot clean up the operator. No Yuta's position. They try to go hunting. Their own economy not super great. Obviously, we'll have a round win cash coming through. Looks like Bane will try to get this flank through. However, about to peek into the angle. Can he be a little bit faster? No. Operator will be lost, and KRX find themselves a 2nd round win.
Yeah, and they just double down on the verticality of the B site. This time they add an extra layer to it by putting Mako up there, but Hyunmin, really nasty stuff there. Finds the headshot on the 2nd tap. He's able to get that full rate of fire going again. Mako from on high, and Young gets in there, and that's a really solid round. So a little bit surprising there with all that space they were being given on A that they would wrap over. Felt like maybe it was a bit of a trap.
Op carried over into Young's hands. Yudo considering the peek, and flick not to come through. And Yudoton actually is the one who gets the shot. Bane able to heal the chamber back up to full.
3-2, having the sheriffs in the hand, operator in the hand of Young.
Also the weaponry in hand.
It's a very contact-heavy comp that KRX is going to be running, so have to be a little further forward to clear some of that util. See if that's something that GE can punish. Good grab net there, and a good barrier mesh. It's a nice little round-around adjustment. It gets cleared quick. You're delayed.
This much tension onto a B side of Haven for quite some time, but Crystal, check around the back, ends up getting caught. Find him. Yudoton, however, putting Hyunmin down. Duelist's dead.
एक 3 बनाम 3 की सिचुएशन.
KRX. Seeing that player around the corner. Bane trying to hold here, keep it protected, but Sheriff shots end up going wide. Young able to find Patman. Swing out. Bane gets rid of Yudoton, and now the Neural Theft invested in Autumn gets the bad news. 1v2, the players split apart. He's already down below half HP. Wants to at least just try to take the weapons out of their hands if he can.
Nice!
Finds the operator. Gives himself a window of opportunity, but has to start sticking this.
This is no problem.
Taps it, baits it, Bane wide swing.
Ah, इतना लंबा swing. Yeah.
Closes it out.
Ben likes to swing. Swing.
Third round win as well as they tie it up.
So since the timeout, KRX has gotten a couple rounds to go. Using the Seekers there to try to lead the way. That trip, though, ends up slowing down Free and still gets the kill, but gets caught by Autumn anyway. Bane, really sharp today. Great decision on the wide swing.
We need to...
Timeout.
Yep, there we go. Now the counter timeout quickly here by Frost. Not too surprising. Although I thought there were some good adjustments from GE. The weaponry just, you know, a little bit weaker there. But the way that they were immediately reacting with the deadlock util.
I need the third map, guys. Any day I need third map. अगर पहला हार जाती है जी तो मेरे को 3 maps तो देखने हैं यार.
They had moved over a sonic sensor and a tripwire onto the B side as well. So even though it didn't get the round win, it was still pretty costly for KRX. So
they have. पर Young पे अभी भी 5300 है ना.
I mean, so much of this again relies on contact from KRX. So I think you just set up some of those trips a little bit deeper, try to play some of those kill trips where you're just trying to swing off of that contact. I think you can maybe do something. Maybe have a flash set up off of one of it. Try to get another freebie. Saw that pretty early on at A lobby.
Man over from China to visit one of their lost prospects here in Autumn.
Doing a thing.
There's a Utatani, he's gonna go push.
Nice shot. Come back, bro.
Has to use the. Oh, actually doesn't have to use the dash. And there's the heals. With the regen armor, he's right back up to full. So Mako dead, smokes down. Utatan looking for the timing.
120.
Down to 30. KRX.
He's dead.
They are going to be having a bad time as they try to finally attack a different site. Kevin, however, maybe coming alive, finds himself 2 kills.
Oh.
Annihilation not quite going to be able to find the grab. Meanwhile, Young scaling forward, held at bay for now. And the shorty's going to take a hell of a while to try to break that one out. It's Crystal now on.
Ha! Let's go. Good shot, bro.
As Young re-swings into the spray.
Good shot. Good shot.
I think Hyunmin used his dash to get away from that annihilation.
They have done. He's in a 1v3 now. They know that he hasn't exited out of long because of the position from Autumn. Everything being watched. Quick peek and Bobby down to 4. So Autumn's like, okay, I might have to scale forward here instead of just watching the exit.
बिठा दिया.
There's a Paranoia, the net going to be
30
connecting.
seconds left.
And Paranoia allows for the TP up over the top of Javi to go unnoted. Being said, Hyunmin is still suspicious about it. Smoke now falling. Not checking up. Swing in. Finds the first. And okay, Javi will be able to close
Oh,
out that kill. And suddenly an ace clutch starts looking a hell of a lot more likely. But the timeout call working a treat here for Global Esports.
Yeah, Yudo,
You okay?
so clean. Sees the tracers and says, I know right where you're standing. He dashes away here from the annihilation.
Got the re-trigger on it.
Oh, they're not going to show it.
One enemy.
Still. Again, I'm so impressed with both of these teams and their protocols and how they're so creative on the fly there. You know, using that Paranoia to get up on the box, to create the extra angle. There goes the tour de force. Try to challenge the op potentially, but Yudo just going for the play off of the flash.
10 likes complete कराओ यार any day. I'm waiting कि 10 likes complete हो फटाफट.
Just trying to see what he can see. Get a little bit further forward. Use the cam. Kill cam this time. Bane though. Shoots it with the dog first, and now he's in trouble.
Should be, but Paranoia as well going to be invested in Bane, and it's
चलेगा.
eventually is able to find the kill.
The pose he was holding on was a bad pose actually.
Ooh, Hyunmin eventually able to find the reset.
Blocking sight.
Things looking a little bit more whippy overall for KRX. Overdrive popped and immediately taken down. Quick peek in. Young.
Pose ही गलत थी.
Finds the kill on a crystal. Now the plant getting ready to come through on the C site. 2v4.
Spike planted.
Up in hand. Thought maybe could swap one out of garage.
Got
Spot for the weapon is clear.
Let's do the save here.
4-4. अबे
Will be.
ये सेटअप लेके एंड ये वाला जो पूरा का पूरा बिल्ड है.
Again, really good. KRX so aware of any of the trap setups that could be possible. Saw it on Fracture, saw it here again. with Autumn trying to sneak his way into the cubby, and once Bane gets the spot, the paranoia is there, and Autumn does some damage. Just completely screwed there, and that just opens up so much space. Young as well, ready for the garage peek. That's basically round over. So the back and forth on this map continues.
Keeping it tight, though. It does end up being, 3 ults invested. For the Force Knives, as well as that overdrive that didn't get to do much of anything. They just enough money maybe on Mako to be able to get the operator online if that's what they want to go for, but it's like not the case here. Marathon, of course, carrying his over, so still a good amount of firepower available to Global Esports. The player surviving, now reinforced as well by a judge in the hands of Hobby.
This is an anticipated B hit by GE. They were already pinging out the top boxes on the mini-map.
Clear the camera, they jump across. There's the confirmation. Trailblazer goes over to the left, doesn't check, but no, I think he does get the spot there onto Pat Menz. The barrier mesh quickly gets cleared out.
It's a great setup. You have so much control on the map right now, but it's an even better read from KRX. Realizing they can't overcommit to the B hit this time.
Trailblazer, however, it re-clears out into mid, so nothing going to be spotted there. That's going to rotations now to start coming through, but KRX, I mean, they're just looking to push right back into this, refill this space. Maybe re-attack this site. Cloudburst, though, thrown down to maybe draw a little bit of a fake, as both teams, I think, are just trying to play mind games with one another.
Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth in the mental battle between Bane and Hobby.
Well, Seeker's a bit of a cheat code here in the round. It's on at Heaven. Operator in hand. The
Nice shot.
Hyunmin is able to find it. Re-peeks, looking for Young, but cannot take him down. Kind of spam out. Free will claim him. Still collects the op. Mako at the same time, looking for the backstab, and if he slow walks through B, we'll be able to dodge on the Sonic sensors, and Bane just giving him a quick peek in. Mako's approach. Oh, this could be devastating. They're not quite reading it. Now he strikes. He's able to find the one. The Paranoia going to go crashing across the 2 at the connector. Flash not deep enough as well. The flush of the players here at Hell. The jump forward, Autumn dead. The slide across Patman. Very snappy to readjust. Needs up the 1, taps to the defuse.
NT.
Tucked over into the corner.
No. आज जी थोड़ा ऑफ लग रही भाई.
In the lead 5-4.
आज जी थोड़ा ऑफ लग रही.
Mid-rounding here, trying to find the open space, and KRX eventually susses out that, yeah, the B site really not going to be that easy. Able to clean up the operators. First one Yudo, the second one Crystal has to drop down to go for a big play, just misses. Young. Very sturdy. Grab the op they did. I'm gonna put it in Young's hands.
आज ऑफ लग रही है भाई जी, मत करो.
And try to play in off the grab net, but nothing being given over here. KRX taking their time at the beginning of these rounds now. Don't want to fall for any more of those traps like they did in the very early part of the map. Use that to set up a little bit of a deeper trademark than you would normally see.
Very all-in angle from Autumn with no shotgun behind this. Trailblazer to come through, pops the cage, but gets the stun here off the corner, and it's just going to be a little bit of a strafe and spray from Hyunmin to come up with the goods. Going forward into the corner. Mako.
Oh my God.
Oh, looking around the back, and I don't believe he's been spotted. Seekers, however, that will go ahead and give up the ruse. They can't really commit the resources to try to flush him out. They have to play forward. The spike is in play. Full flash connecting onto Young. Mako will be able to win out the 1. Double dashing in. Young does end up falling, but Hyunmin guns down another.
NT 4-6.
Last one standing, looking to try to fight his way out of a bad situation, and he cannot. 6-4, KRX starting to find their footing here on Haven.
Yeah, they're really starting to understand the map flow. The early round tricks and traps, and then kind of finding the open space on the map, and once again,
Unlucky, bro.
in a spot where the sky ends up. He gets done dirty by the dog. Yeah, you know, you're gambling in those spots is Autumn. You're hoping that the sky isn't there. You're hoping to catch like the chamber or somebody else.
But also, I mean, having to take the time to throw the cage down ends up costing you dearly as well. He's already been spotted at that point. Young waiting for this peak to come through. And
Nice!
how you do is Yutan once again will be able to strike down the rookie.
Really nice time. Really nice timing.
And he will happily collect that operator.
Thank you.
Esports looking to get themselves another thrifty win, or at least a half buy if you want to consider that.
They put out an early barrier mesh on the B site this time too. That's Global Esports trying to control the map a little bit. Deep trips. We're in the corner. Clear of it. KRX suspects a trap. They're wise to.
Be up and over. Yutan though. Seeing this potential flank, but noise is going to be made. The spot on these two players, the spike in hand, and obviously no ult available. At the same time though, Crystal is dead, and Patman is only going to be good for one. Hyunmin was 0-4-0, I believe, at the start of this one. It was 12-7. And a monstrous recovery from him. Yutan now, work cut out for him. 1v3, just check on the angle. A little bit of a linger, but nothing spotted. He's got to back away. So KRX moving up to 7, locking up a lead at the half, potentially looking at an 8-4.
They spread the map and
Green is getting close.
Oh boy.
They're making that noise. Peek in, the flick not connecting. Slides back around the corner, and he's got him dead to rights. Operator lost.
But पैसा होगा ऑपरेटर का?
Oh boy.
Bad to worse for Global Esports.
Big round coming up. Oh, Udo just ahead of the rendezvous. But Hyunmin, poor Crystal.
भाई नाइस ट्राई में पूरा गेम निकल जा रहा है.
Third one was nice. This is really well played by Freeing. Back and forth there against the op.
Yeah, your movement's good is what you're saying.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, really?
Peek in the mid. Just Patman firing, so multiplayer presence is not going to be noted quite yet for KRX.
KRX is
I got spike.
looking for one of those deadlock grab that trap plays. Used the block a little bit earlier here. Do find out that, well, at the very least, no information in terms of any player spotted over at A. So, what do you make of that as KRX? Do you think that's a trap? Do you want to just try to fade out some of the util? That's been the name of the game so far here. Done a really nice job. Being pretty diligent, especially with the Cypher util.
Smoke back of sight. Fast lane set up. Meanwhile, Bane
What?
storming his way into B. Patman going to be caught unawares. Kill found.
Oh.
Stunned up, and Autumn's still going to be good for the one. Young is trying to punish him.
Oh.
Trying to pull it back, but Autumn! Another. Bako backpedaling Hyunmin. Spraying and praying and connecting.
30 seconds
Hobby
left.
nearly eliminated. Done this into a 2v2, but it will still be. The players alive. As the TP coming across to pivot now to the B site. Up to the brakes to check. They see that C is empty, and Hyunmin swings on the back of that. Yutan trying to find the punish, but he's given up his position now, and the plan starts coming through. The players split. Hyunmin re-peaks. Yutan dead! And this is brilliant from KRX. Crystal now having to clutch it out. He sent out the net. They know that he's on that A connector side. The peak is in, and Hyunmin is dominant. 8-4, KRX.
Switching
They
sides.
are looking to make this a very swift affair.
And that's 5 in a row, but you know, even though Mako might not be lighting up the scoreboard like he was on Fracture, this round right here, brilliant. Using that TP to escape the convergent pass, and then Javi used his TP too, like you said, to check, and just did not anticipate that Hyunmin could be there already.
It's
Halftime.
a smarter version of the Jing cancel TP play.
Yeah.
Where instead of him canceling it himself, peeking, catching somebody in rotation, Hyunmin's there ready to just swing out that garage window.
Well, the Jig TP play was, it's smart because it was so dumb.
Yes. It wraps back around. It's one of those,
It's
you know,
the Mobius strip.
Yeah. So it's the broken clock play.
I mean, Hyunmin, what a stellar half he ended up putting up on that Jet. We were kind of questioning it, right? At the beginning, we're like, you know, sometimes Jets feel a little bit scary in this meta. You don't feel like you're able to kind of give that utility impact. But if you could frag, man, and he looks super comfy.
We saw Zexy trying to do it at the start, wasn't looking well. He makes the swap over onto the Phoenix. Pretty much nobody else is playing Jet.
Right.
Because, I mean, thinking about Jet on Haven for the longest time, it's been nothing but lowlights that really come to mind.
Yeah.
You know, Vitality, back over Masters Bangkok, etc., stuff like that. It makes you think, like, yeah, I don't know if this is going to go well at all. And at the start, it really didn't.
Right.
But Hyunmin has refound his groove, and he is absolutely farming at the moment.
I mean, he's just stellar.
Picked up, you know, 3 more kills without dying there in that last round.
He had multiple 3Ks there in that half. This went absolutely crazy. Took over. And again, you're going to have to play a lot of contact here. So I like what I'm seeing on the map early from KRX. Understanding the win cons of this comp. Pushed out early. A lot of different parts of the map.
Nice, Udo.
Catches Bane.
Quick check and a quick kill, freeing, trying to clear out a main. And
Nice, Christy.
Crystal. Able to find that kill, gives the ghost upgrade over. Bobby happily collecting that. Smoke to try to delay, but they're already swarming their way forward onto the same site. Global Esports might just end up going flawless in the pistols.
Spike planted.
Find this one here.
Pull a DFM, win all the pistols, and don't win any of the maps. You hope that doesn't happen.
This used to be a classic Vision Strikers as well.
Yeah.
Lose them all, win the series.
That's true.
Time is bleeding away, and Patman with a very nice backstab.
Nice.
The one tap to drop down.
Nice.
Timing on a hobby, but Autumn is there in the corner. And now it is just Mako with a classic. He's worked some miracles before, and he's been looking damn good today. But
Nice, let's go. Piston is out.
Trying to shrink that gap down, just 3 rounds separating them now.
Yeah, even though I like the thought process here from KRX early, just really well handled. I mean, Yudotan has been really good all day. Continues to be for GE. Patman finds the nice lurk timing, and then you're in a 2v4 retake or 2v3, and it's pretty tricky. Just a classic there for Mako too. It's going to be challenging, to say the least. No buy-ups at all. No bandits this time. KRX already losing a player.
Nice one, Christy.
We will continue.
Let's see. You know the sky's over there. Probably suspecting there's one more on A, so BRC feeling a little juicier.
And yep, C looking to be the option. It's just Mako tucked in the corner. Not to be in a world of hurt, you would suspect.
Yeah, you can just trust Crystal with the Marshall there to watch your backs. It's just, are you going to be able to read this position? Marco Polo. Mako.
Oh, uh-oh. Timing.
One down.
I've been able to find Crystal.
Nice.
Over, but Mako cannot get one. If he finds one there, starts looking like, okay, maybe this Thrifty could come through, but just that Marshall, Hyunmin, working his way through mid. Seems quite unlikely, especially as he does get noted by the Cypher Camp. So
It's done in this round for KRX.
Additional ult charge over. Yudotan is already well past halfway. Recharges off half the convergent paths. So yeah, will just be a tuck back. Death to Spike, it would seem, aside from Hyunmin, who has a little bit more firepower, so would like to try to see if he can take something out of the hands of Global Esports.
Should be sending Patman here one way or another, I would think, is Global. Wow, Gunman.
The intercept.
It's one of the guns.
Yeah, one of the players that had a weapon. Pete coming through. Yudotan will stop him. And Bane says, yep, I'm not going to swing that corner. So Spike death going to be suffered here by the 2 remaining players of KRX.
Nice one.
2 rounds away from tying this up if they can find a bonus conversion. And oh boy, we might just have a series on our hands.
Absolutely. I think this was a little bit of a misstep here at the very end of the round by Global by not sending Pat. Like leaving him on the site or sending him out to go looking a little bit, but other than that, they read the map extremely well there. In the beginning part, yeah, you lose a couple players to a trap play at, you know, with the Marshall up at a lobby and whatever. That's not too big of a deal. But got a couple Guardians, 3 Guardians.
Nice one.
And he's just not finding his groove at all today.
Very, very different map than Lotus, and can be pretty tricky. Doesn't seem as comfortable as we saw him the other day.
Needs to have that texture-esque rebound chamber on this map. Don't really see it happening.
Not yet.
Flash forward, Yuta nearly going a little bit too far, but manages to plant speed. Paranoia going to be sent over towards backside the scale forward. Mako, however,
Badhiya Zavi.
steady that spray. Spring has to come in as the second layer. Will get slowed down by the saturate, the smoke to fall, and Patman to win out the fight. Gunman, however, charging forward, finding one, knows that he's got Patman corralled. Kill found, tap of the defuse into a 2v2, and Crystal's out into the open. He's narrowly able to stay alive. Retap though, and even this tripwire around the corner. Try to slow it up. He's looking for the wall bang to try to get rid of it. And now is effectively just body blocking.
Nice.
Still, however, able to find the kill. The retap, the swing in, the reset from Bane.
Time, bro. Play time.
Refused to come through, and he is going to have it. That is a narrow win, however, for KRX. It's looking so very good for Global Esports to get that bonus conversion.
Oh man, Gunman though makes this damn close. Yeah, Mako got ahead. I thought for a second he was stuck behind the barrier mesh, but he actually got ahead of it. Caused a little bit of chaos for a moment. Even though GE stabilizes for a brief second, Gunman just slams in there. Crystal had been a little bit more patient, but I don't think he knew if it was to half or not.
Back in a flash.
You know, just disrespecting the flash. He had the refract, so if there's any contact, then so be it. But he's going fishing, seeing if anybody's in there, trying to drum up some attention.
I mean, at this point, they've been fully committing Young to this A-long position. Just given the way that he's been playing, I don't think you need to really have too much concern. So yeah, go for it. Rush that angle. Let's find him this time around.
Yeah.
Sion goes for a little bit of a safer position.
Well, I think the other thing to consider here as KRX is that the Annihilation is in place. You don't want to get maybe a catch onto that, and then, you know, GE could quick scale behind it. Just got to be a little bit cautious. Gunman. He's going to use those footsteps.
He's going to rotate out. Get far enough away. Could just dash up over this tripwire that is set up, but if he goes for the peak timing at the moment, he's going to maybe have Patman dead. They get around the corner just in time, though.
Do the same barrier mesh. Yeah, has to clear it with the knife, but the same barrier mesh here caused a bit of a pause from KRX.
Nice.
Traded.
Not able to find Autumn, but he said, kill in response, Yuta taking him down, flash out into the swing! Cannot find that second kill. Bane going to be grabbed up by the Annihilation as Mako has to tuck back.
Both are hindered. 3v3. Plant done. Anything left?
Freeing needs
Yes, सिर्फ
gaps. Still does have the full kit available.
सिर्फ guns है.
Has that judge in hand.
इनके पास retake के लिए chances है.
Gunman going to be sniped out of the sky. Yuta coming away with that kill, but he himself will fall. Weapon now going to be swapped over, freeing on the pitch.
Nice, लेकिन.
Forward, but they picked their target.
Oh, it is good.
Global Esports stop KRX from getting up to double digits.
Yeah, really nice, just little mid-round change up here from Global Esports that gives them just enough space. Looked like for a moment that trademark might have slowed him up enough, but you have the waylay, you have the scaling, and that Annihilation got there just in the nick of time. Had to use the convergent pass as well, though, to confirm the Annihilation and also give yourself space for the plant. So, two ults invested, but they get it. And the narrowest of margins, to be honest. KRX almost had a window into that one, but instead they're going to be on the eco. Young does take armor. Also try to do some damage with that headhunter, but this time he's going to be over onto C. 3-player stack on A. KRX playing patiently in the smoke. This doesn't look like the direction that GE wants to go. Crystal just going to set up that sonic sensor so he doesn't get...
Yeah, don't get timing.
Don't get timing to get...
It's okay. That's evolution.
That's what you do.
That's learning.
Yeah, that's right. Something I'll never do.
Yeah, preventative measures. Quite good. Young up and over the top.
Did they see him?
Spot, I believe so.
I think they did.
Nice shot.
The flick down, but just takes a little
Oi!
However, oh my god. Out like a thief of the night. skips with the Vandal, but does get tagged to 12 HP. Repeats and still is going to be coming away with a kill.
3v3. जब नहीं होना चाहिए था.
Sip Breeze would have killed him. Bane now getting tagged. Blind spray takes him to 18. The weapon's going to be passed over into Mako's hands now. Trailblazer, I don't believe, goes deep enough.
30 seconds left.
Stun found. Bane here, classic in hand, trying to find some right-click damage, but it's going to be Mako as Padman swings out a little bit wider.
यार ये राउंड नहीं जाना चाहिए था.
On top of Plat.
Oh boy.
We're still in a 1v2. Brotherhood of the Traveling Vandal. Spring now will collect it.
And yeah, he can dash. Oh, takes quite a bit of damage there.
Does. At the time, Crystal's going to have to commit to this sooner rather than later. He's just, no, it's over. Mako will confirm it. The round win.
फालतू तृप्ति गई है.
KRX, they pull off a thrifty.
Some of these rounds just come down to who's going to outshoot who on the site. This time it's Mako and Hyunmin. So, big kill. I kind of wonder if Patman saw or just they just guessed. Yudotan was very ready for that angle. Mako, man.
That rifle. That damn rifle.
Nice.
Well,
at least he smiles now, though. That's, you know, he's also evolving. I remember back in the day when he hit the nastiest, 1v4 clutch, and there wouldn't even be a reaction. Nice. Good round.
They both try to step the flood. Up and over the top. The Bucky not going to be finding too much damage, but they do force out that refract. Freeing, feeling safe enough to just plant his feet and wait out the paranoia. Swing now going to be coming in.
तो पीछे बैठे-बैठे दो मार रहा है.
Both going to be eliminated. Plant, however, is in play, but it's a player deficit.
जी आज का हो गया जी का मेरे हिसाब से.
Spam found. Hyunmin tucked away at back.
बोल रहा हूँ आज का हो गया जी का.
Autumn now gone. Hobby holding close, the judge in hand. The barrier mesh cutting off the C connector side. Time is starting to bleed. Young, however, a little bit cleaner on that.
आज का हो गया जी का.
KRX find themselves another round win. Now up to 11. Restretching this gap between the two teams, I should say. And they've got so many ultimates as well to work with.
I feel like GE gets baited by their own Seekers here. They're so tunneled on those two Seekers. And the dogs there too to tee up freeing. What coordination and timing from KRX back there. And then they're just out fragging them. They're just out shooting them. This is looking pretty good. I just assumed the round timer was going to be stopped. I had already just anticipated a timeout.
Right? Looks like he's going to be saving it for potentially the final buy round.
Nice try.
No catch, Mako. Up on top of the box, just Javi on that sewer side. Meanwhile, Bane out from the site towards main. Flash going to be connecting, sends out his own. Mako might have got caught by that a little bit. Either way, the paranoia certainly has. As he goes TPing into the corner, trying to play elusively.
बढ़िया.
Giving up that spot, but still able to hold his own.
बढ़िया Javi.
There's a bloodbath here. Spring pops the overdrive and zaps them all. Cleans up the 4K. Thrifties not allowed. KRX are at match point.
Wow. Man, Mako's so creative, dude. The way he uses Freeing's fast lane to TP into that cubby and just causes chaos. Yes, they kill him, they trade him, but that opens up so much space for Freeing to get going. Of course, has the ult.
Well, keep the bets on the table. GE are letting it ride. Long quarter force vested off the rip as reshifted over towards this C side of the map.
Tour de force.
Push in the garage potentially going to be coming through. Still do have that trademark. Gunman turns the flash and will be flushed out. However, going to be exchanged. So Duelist Dad, a lot of the entry power going to be taken out of the equation here for Global Esports, but they get TP in the back sight.
Nice shot.
Young ends up falling. Still an opportunity, still a chance. Dodge, freeing dead.
4 more rounds. They are saving.
Quickly making the call to go for the save.
Okay, nice work by Patman in this round. Just winning some big contact fights. The one against Young in particular, crucial to open up an extra bit of space and angles. Feel that safety to plant the spike and cut off any hope of freeing trying to get in there. I think we're gonna go hunting this time. Cash does not look too good for GE. Of course, there's plenty for KRX. So
yeah, you're not gonna put a dent.
nope.
Saw the declaration of the org breaking even for a second year in a row. Right now, Valorant team is very much into profit.
Tell you what, I think we're starting to feel good about QM coming in here and bringing their weight to bear on this org. So far, so good.
I think the baseball team can play as well as
It's
KRX
not.
is
You know,
right
let's
now.
not get my hopes up. Let's just not.
Timeout.
I've been a Cubs fan for so long. We got the one World Series.
You're just in a cycle of misery.
That is correct.
From Cubs to QM.
It has been.
Sorry.
Yeah, and basically most of my sports teams have been trash. That's okay though. You know, it's for the love of the game.
Well, timeout call. Cross got to be loving. This team was able to keep them in this one. KRX looking to just bring this one to an end. It's a little bit risky though. Obviously, it's their second time out. Still that one in the back pocket for Global Esports, so they can continue this run back. Look to take this into overtime. Termi's not going to have any way of stopping it, so he is putting his faith, his trust in the team to end this right here, right now.
Yeah, I think this might be a little bit on how to handle some of the C pressure, some of the protocols that they want to put into place, because that's been where GE's been able to create some space for themselves in these rounds. So I wanted to shift positions maybe of the chamber again. You know, Young's been having a little bit of trouble over there. So might be trying something a little bit different off that. Annihilation as well to consider. They're gonna push out deep. Two players, Chamber and the Jet. Nobody just yet for GE, but GE
Just 6 more rounds, guys. Play these 6 rounds as it is for your survival. As it is for your survival, man.
Some players locked in on this side of the map.
2 जीतने से ऐसा नहीं होगा कि तुम प्लेऑफ्स में स्पॉट कंटिन्यू कर लोगे, कंफर्म कर लोगे.
Go. Paranoia ready.
Spin up the Trailblazer. Paranoia now going to be sent. Saturate will connect, but he keeps beating up into the smoke and heaven. Correctly heard, but Yunaton is the sight here for the rest of the team. Still that double lurk though. As Hyunmin not going to stay on the angle. Able to find a catch. Barrier mesh layered into the connector. Exit onto the site.
You have to get the plant, man.
Spike still not yet being planted, so DRX has to give it consideration that they've actually rotated, but now they hear the tap. They're all nearby, so this could be a very fast flood as the barrier mesh taken down as well as that sonic sensor. Look out, relay bolt, not connecting onto anyone.
Nice shot.
Loses his life.
Nice shot.
Find
Ah,
the one,
nice,
Yutan
nice.
on him with
Good
others.
Good round.
Trying to find his way back into this one, but Nolan's just got that op. Doesn't seem like there's going to be really anything else to be done here other than exit and save. The timeout call will not bring this map to its conclusion. Global Esports
Good round, good round.
pry their way back into this.
This is such a tough retake you face, even with the delay that GE takes. A little pause there, give KRX a little bit more time, but because you have Javi and Autumn clearing space over in grass, over towards B, they know nobody's coming behind them, and you've got the trips behind it, so all eyes can be turned forward, and all you really have to clear space there is the neon and some flashes. They try to use the jet dash to get in there, but Pat does a great job here just shutting things down initially. Look at the reset on the aim to take Freeing down before you can even get into the equation. Pat's been instrumental in a couple of these rounds.
Yeah, it's been damn clean. Freeing unable to find that kill means that Hyunmin ends up being isolated. He's surrounded, gets picked apart. Very well played by Global Esports.
Let's go, guys. Chalo.
3 more. Operator going to be in the hands of Yong. And Cash starting to get whittled away at on the KRX side.
0, 100, 100. 0, 100, 1000 and 1800.
Trying to
And
use those
2000.
tendencies from the previous round where they didn't really do much over at A.
दो बंदे ऊपर चढ़े हुए हैं दो तो क्रॉस में.
So they're saying, well, maybe we can try that again and try to use a sky flash to maybe sell that, you know, there is some presence there.
Zero gonna push this. Let's see, maybe just fall in on the back of that Trailblazer, but Vaibhav will buy freeing the space that he needs to escape. Back to AIDS and doesn't quite find the shot. Luke gets away scot-free. Damage suffered. The sights now get turned over towards B. It is just Bane by himself.
Trip is there.
Very long. Getting cleared out. Dash forward now into the back pedal. As Autumn, he's calling that he's got some decently free space, but Mako sticks around, finds the catch. Gets the punish.
30 seconds.
Scramble a little bit. Mako tucks away into the corner, sees the paranoia fly. The re-peek back from Bane. Sees them outside of B site once again. Oh, does he just send this one? It's gonna be a shotgun blast, but Gunman very much.
क्या हुआ ये?
Hits the right click crystal down. Into a 3,
Nice.
Freeman freeing dead on arrival. Jump into the corner, Young not pulling the trigger.
Oh no.
Swaps over the weaponry. Setting up the trademark. The jump out. Pump of that shorty. Kill unable to be found as Mako tries to take to the high ground. The push forward. Target's gonna be found!
क्या कर रहे हो और क्यों?
Comes alive!
क्या कॉल थी ये यार?
3 kills for the rookie and a 13-9 victory for KRX. Just a
This was not the call made actually, bro. Tailor made call थोड़ी थी कि यहाँ से राइट जाओ, यहाँ से लेफ्ट जाओ. क्यों भाई? टैप तो कर लेंगे. Never mind guys, NT. It was a great stream around. Thank you so much for joining guys. Love views. आज दिन नहीं था जी का. I would just say one thing. आज दिन नहीं था. Because the way these guys played was not good, Ray. Chalo, GG's. See ya guys. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. अगली वॉच पार्टी में अराउंड VCSA की वॉच पार्टी या कुछ या पबजी वबजी कुछ मिलेगा तो अपन आते हैं. बिकॉज पबजी वगैरह मिलना टफ है. पबजी वगैरह नहीं मिलता इतना जल्दी क्योंकि अपन ज़्यादा कुछ करते भी नहीं है पबजी के लिए. एंड अगर कुछ करना स्टार्ट करे तो शायद कुछ हो सकता है. लेट्स सी. टिल देन बाय बाय. टेक केयर. सी यू. लव यूज.